Hallo, willkommen zurück zu Dead State. Wir schließen jetzt den Tag 59, glaube ich, ab. Jawohl. Jo, 59, 12 Moral verloren. Ja, ein bisschen Nahrung haben wir auch verloren. Ja, passt. Davis tells me he's concerned about our long-term fuel supply. I may have a solution, but it's a 50-50 shot. Depends on how you feel making a deal with those militia types. Let's hear the plan first. So a week after the shelters were set up, the militia secured a fuel refinery near Rock Springs. They have enough fuel there to last probably a decade. And you think they're just going to give us some? Thing is, I know the guy in charge. Used to work with him a lifetime ago. If it was anyone else there, they'd shoot us on sight, but I think I can negotiate with him. Now, the militia aren't overly fond of us, but I trust this guy, and the very least, I think we can walk out there without getting shot at. You can talk to him, but if someone even scratches their nose funny, I'm taking them all down. I need to know more about this guy. His name is Nash, worked with him a lifetime ago. He got fed up with the command structure and amount of laws in the books, and he became a security contractor. Did really well for himself too. He and his men, he and his reasons to join up with the militia, I guess. We served on the force together, that still means something. Let me talk to him, things get out of hand, I'll deal with him myself. Alright Vic, we'll do it your way. Just make sure I'm there and no one will get hurt. Follow my lead, we may get that fuel without any effort at all. Vic walks off. Is there something to help you sleep? Just can't do it lately. I mean, I try not to let stuff under my skin, I do, but all I can think about lately is that poor police lady. We'd surely been lost without her, and I know Todd said God must have brought her to us in our time of need. I still feel like we should have maybe said a word or two about her. What police lady? She found us after our group was ambushed by the dead people. We were separated. I ran after Todd for seemed like miles. Then when she spotted us on the road, she said she'd heard about a school that was taking in survivors. She tried to give us directions, but Todd begged her to come with us. But things didn't work out so well. What do you mean? She was taking us in her car when we hit something. It was early morning, so we couldn't tell what it was, and she said she was going out for a look. A few minutes later, I heard screaming and shooting. Todd just tells me we gots to go, and he took the car. I looked back, and the police lady, she was fighting off two people. I can still hear her begging us to help. I feel sick to my stomach. I don't feel it was right no more. I just need to sit and pray today, I think. Sure, take the day off. Please don't tell Toll, I told you I'm sure he feels just as bad as me. Walks off. Need to take a sick day. Why? Cramps, horrible fucking cramps. Honestly, it's like a shark attack down there. Blood and all. Aren't you glad you ask? It's bad enough to take you down. You can rest today and make it up for me tomorrow. Will do, I'll pay the universe back for this, trust me. Tschüss. Okay. Was sagt der Mut? Nathan! Der steht zumindest direkt hier. Und der wollte Zigarren. Ja, das mit der Militia. Soll ich da hin? Könnten wir ja machen. bräuchte jetzt allerdings einen Ersatz für den Typen. Ich glaube, Agility 6 brauchte man. Bin mir jetzt gar nicht so sicher. Mittlerweile haben die ja alle ganz gute, na, nicht alle, aber eine Menge haben gute Werte. Ich gucke nochmal gerade. Ja, Agility 6. Ohne Agility 6 will ich die nicht ins Feld nehmen. Hat genug, aber kein Ranged. Ranged 9, Troy. Wunderbar. Dann rüsten wir Troy aus. Wäre natürlich schöner, wenn er hier eine richtige Waffe nehmen könnte, aber das muss erstmal reichen. Jawohl. Blum, blum, blum. Okay. ...85 Stunden dauert das, diese Antibiotics zu bauen. Alter Falter. Okay. Dann werden wir mal zur Militia gehen und da nachhaken. Falsch. Militia HQ. I thought I told you to get lost. Yeah, that sounds like something you'd say. Please, I need to speak to the head of the militia. That's nice. Now get out of here. I want to trade with you. And I'm here to take your stuff, but since I got orders not to leave my post for no one, I guess you get to keep it. I want to make a deal. You and me, let's do this, Jumbo. Haha, okay. You had your fun. Now scoot back on your rabbit hole before I see how much of you I can pull through a gap in the fence. Just want to talk to someone. Hm. Gibt's denn irgendeinen anderen Eingang noch? Nö. Ja, so viel dazu. Das hat ja richtig viel gebracht, den Weg mitzunehmen. Don't make me force my way in there. Haha, okay, you had your fun, no scoot back. Want to trade with you. You're taking my foot up your ass if you don't let me in. This isn't over. Ne. Da sehe ich nicht, was sie da machen könnten. Investigate the Fuel Depot, oder ist das woanders? Ah, Refinery. Na ja, gut, dann reisen wir da halt gerade hin. Mhm. Unless you have business with the Suns, I suggest you keep moving. I'm sure I can make it worth your time. I'll go in alone if you don't trust me. Tell him Vic Castillo is here. Let me check. Come with me. We're let inside. Castillo? Nash. I should have known you'd come crawling around here at some point. Den kann man, glaube ich, auch recruiten. Believe me, the last thing I wanted to see today is that smug face of yours. Ich guck mal weiter. You hard-hearted son of a bitch. Nash. Ja, Ken Nash heißt der. Good to see you alive and well. So, what can I do for your group, Vic? That's what you are here for, right? We need to meet with the leader of the Texas Sons. We need fuel. Yeah, I can't help but notice you're sitting on more crude than you could possibly use in this lifetime. Me? No, this is a Militia strategic reserve and I'm just guarding it. Come on, Nash, don't bullshit me. Well, one of our holding tanks might have recently developed an unfortunate leak. I can give you 20 gallons. This is a one-time favor, Vic. Don't make this a habit. I owe you one, Nash. Something else I can do for you, Vic? We want the fuel, all of it. Either you help us or you can die here. We need information. I might have some. What can you tell us about the militia's numbers? You know, I can't do that. Still being run by the Claude brothers? That's no secret. Look, Vic, for the sake of your group, you're better off leaving them alone. We know all about your school in Splendid, and we don't care. Leave our territory alone and you won't have a problem. I need some other info. Have you heard anything about what's going on in the rest of the country? We are more concerned about our territory. All I know is, if you were ever in the market for land, you're going to have your pick of properties after those stiffs rot away. We need some more info. Do you know anything about the military in this area? All too well. Since the Sons are sitting on the biggest food and fuel supplies in the state, we've been hit several times by soldiers. And you didn't do anything to provoke them? We protected what was rightly ours. Now, you know, I didn't care much for the government before, but these soldiers that are left, they are nothing more but thugs. You'd be wise to watch out for them. I need some more info. We are looking for places to hit for supplies. Know of any? I do have something that might be worth to you, and if it was of any use to you, you wouldn't have already hit it. You know me too well. Okay, Vic. Over in Eastland, there's an intact bullseye store. I don't know who's in it, but it's not worth a trip for us to find out. It's all yours if you're feeling lucky. Eastlander? Well, maybe if we get desperate. I need more info. We have something else to discuss. You're friends with Vic. Why don't you come with us? I wasn't going to bring it up, but we really could use your help. I'm afraid that's not possible. I'm not just saying that because of the militia's resources or my responsibilities. If I defected, if I brought over any man of fuel, Jefferson would tear your place apart to get me in. Men like Jefferson, you don't cross them. I'm sorry, Vic. I'm sticking my neck out just helping you. We have other business. That's all for now. Let's go, Vic. Oder? We need to set up a meeting with the leader of the Sons. Machen wir das mal. I did get them to offer you a position. You could have been sitting pretty here with me. You know why I couldn't do that. You never could stop being a cop, could you? Okay, Vic, for you. I set up a meeting there in Fredericksburg. Here, let me show you. And do I have to say it? Don't do anything stupid or Jefferson will kill you. And there won't be a thing I can do about it. Take care of your business and get back to Splendid as quickly as possible. I appreciate this, Nash. Something else I could do for you, Vic? That's all for now. Let's go. I'll show you out. Thanks again, Nash. It was good to see you again. Best of luck out there. I mean it. Nash shows you the gate. Okay. Example. Naja, müssen wir die jetzt mieten? Wahrscheinlich nicht. Lassen wir einfach mal so als Option da. Das ist wahrscheinlich genau das, was der mir jetzt gezeigt hat. Vielen Dank. Aber da können wir jetzt theoretisch hin und ein Meeting haben. Da reisen wir da einfach nochmal hin. Orange Trees. Na gut, dann sammeln wir die halt ein. $15. Das war natürlich jetzt insgesamt nicht sehr produktiv, aber dann komme ich halt ein bisschen weniger Nahrung nach Hause, ist auch wurscht. Nahrung ist kein Thema eigentlich. Nash said he would set up a meeting. Yeah, I remember hearing something about that. I'm supposed to escort you to Jefferson and you're supposed to be on your best behavior if you don't want to be hollowed out like a taco. For your sake, I hope you ain't wasting this time or I'm going to probably have to stomp you into a fish bait. Now, let's go see the man. You're led to Jefferson. When I heard someone was at the door, I didn't know they'd be bringing our friend Troy back. Hey, Jefferson, listen, I know I said some things, maybe did some things that... Shh, it's okay, Troy. How are you feeling? Are they taking care of you? Yeah, I guess things is pretty good. You know, not like it was, but... Oh, I'm glad to see you're alive and well, boy. Now, Curtis, he took a turn for the worse after you left. You remember Curtis? Yeah, I remember. Is he here? Figure, I should apologize for what I've done. No, Troy, Curtis ain't here no more. Capts may be in spirit. What happened between Troy and Curtis? not really your concern. You fed and trained and probably invested a lot of time into Troy. I understand that and I aim to be fair. 100 rations of food, no question asked. You walk and he stays with us. Now come on now, Jefferson. I'm still a son. How can still be... how I can still be use of you? What are you going to do with him? 90 rations. Young Mr. Cooper here got to answer for his crime against the Sons. I advise you to make your own mind up real quick about my offer before I up and take him. He's one of us. I'm not giving him up. Your loyalty to your people, I can respect that. Okay, Troy, my boy. Guess you get lucky this time. After all, we did kick you out. Well, that's right. See, like I said, I don't need you all. Got new friends now, and we are as tough as you, maybe even tougher. Don't push your luck, boy. Are we done? About the woman in the cage. The woman tries to talk despite a gag on your mouth, and Jefferson puts a finger to his lips. She's a terrorist, an agent of the government that created the plague. Muslim bitch. Until she tells how to cure the disease, she's going to be staying right there. I will trade you for her. How do you know she created the disease? She's CDC, disease control. Now, you ever wonder why they are called that? Because it's a good way to get rid of the enemies of the US government. Isn't that right? I said, isn't that right? The woman struggles to speak and Jefferson laughs. You can't keep her in the cage. I can, and so can you, if you know what's good for you. Enter over. Oh no. Hold up, Fillmore. I know our guests couldn't be stupid enough to demand I give them what is mine in my own damn country, right? You fucking hurt me. Go ahead, Fillmore. Finally. All the militia in the room begin their attack. Noch ein Hitpoint. Nee, machen wir noch nicht, aber da muss ich mal laden. Nochmal mit dem labern. Yeah, for now. Maybe Filmer has got them out. You heard them, man, let's go. Das wird man wahrscheinlich in irgendeinem Entfernen retten müssen. Soweit ich das weiß, kann man die Seuche nicht curen, also wird die mir da auch nicht helfen. Aber die kann man rekrutieren irgendwann. Und da meine ich gelesen zu haben, dass das irgendwie, dass man auf irgendwas warten muss, was passiert, bei irgendeinem Tag 70 oder irgendwie sowas, und man erst, entweder kommt die oder der Typ frei und dann darf man erst die Militia angreifen oder irgendwie sowas. Keine Ahnung, aber irgendwie so in der Richtung war das, dass man da, wenn man beide bekommen will, irgendwas ganz genau so machen muss. Aber ich werde das jetzt einfach mal nichts tun und gucken, wie sie sich, was die Zeit bringt, sage ich mal. 4 Stunden, haben wir noch genug Zeit, um wieder nach Hause zu kommen. Wild Herbs, okay. haben wir jetzt schön viel einzusammeln. So. Okay. Können wir den Tag wieder beenden? Machen wir hier mal einen neuen Speicherstand. Erst 60 zu Ende. With Good Mood 4, Content 31, ja. Ja. I don't ask for this often, but I need a day to myself. Today would have been his birthday. I had tickets for Hawaii and everything. It's hitting me a lot harder than I thought it would. Negotiation, don't you think you'd like it if you helped out people instead of sulking all day? You're right, I'm being selfish. He'd rather I was out there helping. I'll see you at roll call. Powerbox off. Hey, this might sound lame, but I was out in the garden yesterday and I noticed we've got a wasp nest. Okay, das hatten wir ja. Are you allergic? I'll try to find some spray. Tschüss. Und fertig. Dum, dum, dum. Ah, ganz viele sind okay. Da müssen wir eine Runde drehen. Mhm. Wenn er das wenigstens speichern würde, dass ich jetzt nach Mut sortiere. Oscar und Regina. Fangen wir hier mit dem Oscar an. Chocolate haben wir aber nicht mehr viel. Duck. Ulysses. Regina, war die unten? Da. Und Harold war das, glaube ich, noch. Jo. Und oben müssen wir das Spray noch abgeben. Job. So, dann tauschen wir gerade den Paul wieder aus gegen Max. Jawohl. Und irgendwer, den ich sowieso nie verwende, kann auf Relaxation. Und dann gehen wir einfach wieder fischen bzw. Krams einsammeln. Skill 7. Survival. Animal Magnetism. Your connection to the wild is so strong that a dog will show up to help you in combat, but will flee if too injured to return later. Super. Ja, also dann kann man auch theoretisch, wenn man wirklich alle Plätze lootet und massiv sammelt, dann kann man wahrscheinlich sogar alle Skills auf Maximum bekommen. Was soll ich genau nachgucken, was die anderen Skills noch bringen? Wir könnten Medical einfach noch für Dialoge oder so freischalten. Mechanical, was hat der Mechanical denn noch gebracht? Science haben wir ein Fuel pro Tag. Ja, das wäre auf jeden Fall eine Möglichkeit. Wäre nur das erste. Medical. Ist halt sinnlos, aber für Gespräche. Machen wir Science mal auf 3 und generieren Fuel dadurch. So, dann sammeln wir mal nochmal Insekten, die will ich nicht. Jawohl. (21) Ach, den Max wollte ich eigentlich gar nicht mitnehmen. Also egal. Ich wollte den... Finished! 0! Super. Ich wollte den... Wildberries. Ich wollte den Angeltypen mitnehmen. Aber jetzt angeln wir ja auch nicht wirklich. Von daher macht das auch keinen Unterschied. 15. Naja, ein bisschen noch. 2 Stunden. Mal 3 Stunden. Nimm mal 3. Und nach Hause. Quatsch. 213 Nahrung. A wild dog appears nearby. Something about it makes you think it's there to help. Ah ja. Ja, dann können wir den Max mal wegpacken. Wie hieß denn der andere? Nathan. Mal wieder ein Tag vorbei. Jawohl. 61. Aha. Adair. This is US military. We wish to speak to a representative of your group. We mean you no harm. Do not shoot or we will return fire. Here they come. Lieutenant Wes Adair, US Army 72nd Division. I'm sure you have lots of questions for me, but I have some urgent business to discuss with you. What is it? I'm here to request supplies for my squad. We've been trying to rebuild our supply lines and make a coordinated effort to start securing areas of strategic importance. Essentially, we need your help to secure this area. We've been on the ropes since Dallas. Time we did something about that, and you people could make all our jobs a lot easier. Schon wieder? But your advanced party promised you'd get us out. Our advanced party? You have obviously been duped. We haven't been in this area before. How do I know you're not pulling the same scam, huh? Do you have a name? I might be able to track them down. No promises, but I'll try. I think his name was Harz. Harz? Yeah, I know that name. Frost Harz. When did we lose him? Let me see. Yeah, it was a long time ago. When we pulled out of Dallas, him and a few others deserted their post. We'll sniff around. If he's not rotten already, we'll see if we can find him. Now, can we get back to the business at hand? What do you need from us? We need food most of all, about 50 rations worth, give or take. We should also use fuel, but I understand if that's in shorter supply. I'll give you a few days to talk about to your people and get the supplies together. I leave it up to you. But tell you the truth, even that little bit saves us a lot of time. I talk to them, but I can't guarantee they will agree. Tell you what, you have those supplies for us. I'll answer whatever I can. The moment I have a schedule to keep. He signals his troops with a finger twirl. Alright, let's move it out, people. Adair gets into the vehicle and the military jeeps will quickly disappear into the distance. Jeeps, also das ist schon ein bisschen mehr. Hey Mike, I had something I was kind of worried about. That's it. I don't know if I should be doing anything today other than recovering. I had a kind of incident with a rat. You're not okay. That started out in a bad place. I doubt you meant that how it sounded. Harold's eyes widen in alarm and disgust. No, not like that. That's gross. Nothing like that. Jesus, that's terrifying. Okay, so what happened? I was putting something away in the storage room and I saw a rat in the corner. And okay, I admit, I've never been a big fan of rats. I didn't even see that one animated rat before. That one with the cooking. But anyhow, this... Ach so. The one animated. Das ist ein Animationsfilm. But anyhow, this rat kind of freaked me out in particular. Freaked you out? Like how? It wasn't like a huge rat or anything, it's just... I used to live in San Antonio, but I hardly saw any rats. Now it's like they're everywhere, and they're hardly afraid of people. It's like they all went, okay humans, done, now it's our turn. Anyhow, okay, enough speculations, what happened next? So I grabbed the broom and hit the rat. I smacked it really good. It made this horrible squeak and just lay still. So I tried to sweep it into a bucket and get rid of it. But as soon as I got down and tried to move it, it ran at me and bit me on my leg. I had to admit it, but I kind of freaked out. The bite hurt, sure, but being bitten by a rat, that's fucking gross. I spazzed out like a I spazzed out and shook it off me. And it scampered off, but now the bite hurts like hell and I can't stop thinking about it. What if it gets infected? How can I even concentrate? I'm sure it's nothing, but better safe than sorry. Get it looked at and rest up today. It's important to all of us that you stay healthy. Thanks, it's good to hear that. I mean, you're right, it's probably totally nothing, but it means a lot that you let me make sure. I'll do that right now. Sounds good, Taktik. Und Militärgedöns Absprache. This morning, a Lieutenant Adair came to the shelter on behalf of the US military. Adair is claiming to be leading what's left of the military forces originally sent to the cities several months ago. He's asking us for 50 rations worth of food if we help him out. He promises to answer questions about what the military knows about what's going on. Given our past interactions with outsiders, I can understand any reservations about fulfilling his request. However, he's not threatening us or promising us easy answers, so what should we do? If the military couldn't contain things the first time, I don't know they expect to do it now. And to be honest, We've already seen this scam pulled before. If they're really military, they can fend with themselves. I don't want to fight them, but if they're legit, they'll leave us alone. But I trust you to take the right call on this one. I'll back you however you choose to handle this. Their story checks out and the timelines he cited would be correct. But I have a few concerns. I like to hope there's still an unified force out there thinking to make a difference, but we've seen very little evidence of that. Tactically, we don't want to get on their bad side. These are experienced soldiers and they have probably seen worse than us. If Adair has managed to keep his company together under extreme conditions, he's the real deal. We should help him. I'm going to go with your vote on this one. You talked to him, so maybe you got a better read on what he's about. You all know how I feel about charity. Let's take a look at this from a tactical perspective. They've been fighting a losing battle for a long time. How many are left, you think? They got weapons and supplies, probably still have a helicopter or two. I say we tell Adair to fuck right off. Find his base and take their stuff. Who cares about their mission? This is our big score. We do this and no one can touch us. We don't know how desperate he's going to get, so send him on his way for now. We'll need to hit their base before they decide what's ours is theirs. 9. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Fuck the military. In fact, let's just make it clear to them. You come around here again, we will turn you into living scarecrows. When they come back, the only thing we should give them is a warning shot. I think people here still want to believe that someone is looking out for us. We should help them. However, if you feel it's a waste of supplies, I'll back you. Obviously, the last Grove Soldiers was a fraud, and it pains me to admit that maybe some of us should not have been as enthusiastic as we were about assisting that group, but I still believe that supporting the troops is the right thing to do. I understand if you're hesitant to trust them, I support you on this, whatever your decision. Wir haben sowieso genug, also können wir denen auch was geben. I propose we give them 25 rations, I convince them we are giving them all we can spare. Selbe wie letztes Mal. Ja, und 4 Leute sind sogar am Agreeen. The proposal is to give them half of the requested supplies and convince them that we are complying as best as we can. Is that your final decision? Yes, that's my final decision. The decision is to offer Adair less, but reassure him that we are doing as much as we can to help. I'm okay with this. I would rather we held on to that food, but who knows, maybe they can repay favor one day. I'm okay with giving them less, as long as they think we are cooperating. You're just encouraging them to come back and ask for more. We should be taking them down while they're weak. Those soldiers are just another group looking to take our shit. When the fuck are you going to learn? I have given them what they asked for, but I do think our gesture will still be accepted. And, well, we are still helping them. And to be fair, you can be convincing when you want to be. Das ist, glaube ich, dasselbe wie beim letzten Mal. That concludes our meeting. We'll inform Adair of our answer the next time he shows up. The meeting is over. Der eine ist ein Disagree, agree. Okay. Tag vorbei und Mood Boost. Ne, brauchen wir nicht. Gut. Science haben wir wieder einen Punkt für. Plöpp. Jo, dann können wir nochmal den Tag wieder angeln gehen. Oder Moment, irgendwen habe ich, bei irgendwem habe ich gesagt, dass er nicht arbeiten muss. Vielleicht ist da irgendein Spot frei geworden, den ich nutzen muss. Naja, es passt alles. Wir können nochmal die Forscher durchgehen. Craig. Der hat nochmal kein Mechanical bekommen. Und Mishuru ja auch nicht. Und Science hat sonst niemand auf 10. Und wird wohl auch niemand bekommen. Jo, dann fischen wir noch eine Runde. Apple Trees. Jawohl. ...32. Ja. Mehr mal 16 Uhr. Wir können sogar... Ja, 8 Stunden. Go, go, go! ...18, 25... Ja... ...30... Fischi. 48. 55. Alter Falter. 62. Irgendwann muss dieser See leer sein. Dandelions. Am nächsten Tag. ...280 Nahrung gesammelt. Alter Falter. Damit haben wir wieder einen Skillpunkt bekommen, aber dafür brauchen wir 2. Tag beenden, aber ich mache erstmal einen neuen Spielstand wieder. Jawohl. Ja, ordentlich Fresh Food Remaining. Einen Bonus bekommen, weil wir so viel bekommen haben an, naja, keine Ahnung wodurch. Crisis Event Bonus 71, okay. I don't know if I can even hold my head up today. For a long time I've been thinking about what we'll do when this all goes away. How good it'll be for everything to go back to the way it was. I'm starting to think, what if it doesn't? Man, I don't even know if my girls are alive. What if, Sniff? What if? I just can't do it. Not today. I promise you, if you keep your mind occupied on work, you'll feel better. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to try. I go get ready. Walks off. Got something I need to tell you. The Sons of Liberty. Well, I used to be part of their group, habe ich gemerkt. And well, now that you know about them, I figured I should let you know. You were there the day they booted me out. I think they take it so... I didn't take it so well, but I don't think we should mess with them at all the same. What can you tell me about the organization? Well, see, they are like a family, you know. All we want is Texas for real Texans. Sometimes we fight, but at the end of the day, they all support each other in the same goal. My uncle, he was pretty important. He bought me in. If my uncle hadn't gone to prison for them, I'd still be there and I'd have never been kicked out. I mean, what can you tell me about their leaders in base? I'm getting to it. Being a militia, we were ready for a moment when the military and government fell apart. We took over the biggest store in Fredericksburg and made it our main base. Jefferson Claude, he's the leader of their sons. He's a real tough, but he's a fair man. His brother Fillmore, he's just like a giant muscle with heads on. No one messes with Fillmore. All in all, with the men they got there, I'd say there's a few dozen at the Fredericksburg base. It's right off the main highway. You know it when you saw it. Yeah. You think they'd be willing to trade? Yeah, they might be. Of course, you might want to bring me along. They probably listen to me. I think the bad blood's behind us. Also, they're not as tolerant as me as when it comes to blacks and Mexicans. So you may only want to take white people to their base. Less tolerant? There's such a thing? Look. You've been real good to me and loyal and defended me sometimes, and I appreciate that. I just want to know that even if the Sons ask me back, I'm staying here. Troy walks off. I'm sorry, I've never got... Julian interrupts herself with some fairly nasty sounding coughing, then takes a deep breath. That. All morning, she coughs briefly and winces. Negotiation. Hey, we've all had some really nasty coughs. How about you take half day and see if that improves things, and if you're doing better, head back to work. Thanks, I'll take a nap and get some water, and she coughs a bit and tries to look positive. I'm sure it'll be better soon. Thanks. Ja. Mut. Mut ist gut. Was sagen denn die Statistiken mittlerweile? Untote sind wir bei fast 1000. Allies killed 2. Jo. Jo. Dann werde ich auch hier wieder einen Schnitt machen. Und wir haben jetzt Tag 63. Ja, es geht langsam vorwärts, immer noch, obwohl ich die Tage jetzt quasi schon vorspule und nicht mehr wirklich viel tue, aber ja. Na gut, dann bis zum nächsten Mal.